Well, there's a lot of ways to look at what people call polarization. Now, if you go to Washington and you go to the Congress, we all get along much better than people have any idea. 95% of what we do every day gets done on a bipartisan basis. 95%. The news media doesn't cover things when we're getting along. They only cover things when we're at each other's throats, which literally happens maybe about 5% of the time. But the polarization that you people talk about, and the media wants to talk about, is really being driven outside of the political realm. Let's go back 20 years ago. Go back to 21 years ago, 1995. You know, we had one radio talk show host in America that no one had ever heard of. We had one cable news network that just did news. There was an internet, but only a couple of geeks in Palo Alto were using it. All right, there were no blogs, there was no Facebook, there was no YouTube, none of that. And so if you look at where we are today, people are getting 100 times, 1,000 times more information about their government than they ever got before. You got these cable news channels, and all they do is politics all day long. And all these hundreds of radio talk show hosts, all they do are politics all day long. One trying to get further right than the next one. And what they've done is they've pushed and pulled the American people into one of two camps, leaving fewer and fewer people in the middle, and which has made it almost impossible to govern. It's not just the pulling and pushing people into one or two camps. The speed at which people get information is instantaneous. You know, I used to have to go sneak into the White House to meet with the president. Because if I went into the White House like I would normally used to do, you know, the right-wing press would be going crazy. What's Boehner up to? What are they up to? The left-wing press goes crazy. And the next thing you know, there's all these stories about the fact that we're having a meeting about almost nothing. And so I'd have to sneak into the White House to have a serious conversation with the president without alarming both the left and the right. Now, you know, over time, I think this will work its way out. But at this point, America is about as polarized as anything I've seen.